Hello and welcome to this edition of Big Sky Gaming, Big Sky 35 Gaming. With me, Big Sky 35. Little get off my lawn. Not today. Today is fun time. So first off, just to let everybody know, I'm recording this on 10/23/2024. Just had a birthday on Saturday, so I kind of went. I wasn't really trying to buy games, but I had some extra money, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna splurge a little bit. Um, so I hit up some stores, and I'll let you know like what I did. So I stopped by GameStop just to see what their weekly special was this week, and the pro special was buy two get one free and two pops for $20. So I did get two pops. I think pops are starting to fade out a lot. I got this for my Pooh collection, my first Pooh pop rabbit, which is weird. That's the only character that has his name is the animal that he is. So, Pooh is Pooh Bear, I guess, but Trigger, Eeyore, what else is there? What's the little Roo, which is part of Kangaroo, I guess, but it's just kind of weird. I was like, when I was looking at it, I was like, oh yeah. And I got this glow in the dark Boba Fett. So this is rather new. So I believe, so I asked him, it's like all pops, because they like to play that game where, they have a sign, you go up to it, and it's got the little asterisk and very little on select pops, and then you got to try to figure out which pops are on the list. You got to look them up online. I hate when they do that. If it's all pops, I'm down. And then they got on PS4 and Xbox One games, buy two, get one free. So when they do that, I usually hit them up. I wish they had Switch games, because Switch are kind of even, and Nintendo owned properties just don't go down, even the resale, which is good for a reseller, but not good for people like us that are trying to buy it. It's 3 years, 4 years past, and they're paid the same price. So got Life is Strange. I got the Metal Gear Solid 5. I think this already has all the way I was looking at it, all the DLC, I think, definitive. So I thought that was pretty good. I've been seeing a lot of this in people's like PS4 games to definitely play. Plague Tale. It's a good story game. Had to get a little bit of a scary Blair Witch, which I remember when that was in the movie theater. That was like one of those almost interactive where you went into the movie theater and everything was cool, and you come out and had the movie theater we went to. Then they ran around and hung up all like the Witch Blair little signs and everything when you came out. It was pretty cool. So music playing in the movie theater outside of the actual. So that was a unique experience. I remember that one. That was pretty cool. Dark Souls 3 Complete Edition. So again, I believe hopefully it's got all the stuff on there. And I went ahead and got Cuphead, which I've been mulling around. I heard it was very hard. Not hard. I've been told all the videos. So I've been kind of, I didn't know, but I even got the cards that were in there. So I'm happy about that. I even got a membership card. Okay. Better than I thought. It's got a pretty cool reversible. Wow, that's pretty cool. Didn't look in it. I just bought it. So yeah, and also when I was there, like, remember, like, when you go into GameStops, you can ask them for, like, if it's not one of their retro stores, and they don't have them out, they'll have DS stuff. They'll have Wii, PS3, and Xbox 360 a lot of times. They just won't have it out. And you can ask them if you're looking for a specific game, because I've been looking for Assassin's Creed Ezio Chronicles for a while now. Well, ever since I bought the first one, I bought Assassin's Creed 2. Maybe that's Ezio's Chronicles. It's Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed 2, and both of them have weird names. So um, I've been hunting for that, and my mom was like, "You can get it off of Amazon or eBay, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, but that's not. I like to hunt." Next time I went is in not the next, but in my travels this weekend. Stopped at a store in Greensboro that I really like. It's a small store, but they're expanding. They just moved their arcade to next door. I didn't have a chance to go over to it. I was kind of wanting to get home. It was a long day. Um, they kept going. You can go over there and look around because you got to pay to enter, and then I think all the games are free at that point. I can't remember how it works. Uh, but yeah, it's next door in a separate building. So I think they're going to expand their shop, which be all right with me. It was crowded in there Sunday. It was a group of like 5 people that came in together, 6 people, and they couldn't help it. They were trying to stick together. It was just packed. It's a small store. A lot of retro stores are because they got to have very low overhead. But I did pick up a couple of Dreamcast games to add to my collection. Sega GT and 2K Sega Tennis 2K2, which this one's a little bit pricier. I know it's a very good game. But yeah, I'm very happy to get both of them. All of it looked really good. And I believe with these two, that puts me at like 110, I believe, for North America. And then I bought this twice over the last 2 weeks. I found it without the box and bought it because I was surprised to see it. But then I found it his way it always works in box at that place. Power of Illusion, Epic Mickey on the 3DS. Very happy to have it. It's got the manual, pristine. As you can tell, it's tight to open. Love to hear that clicking noise. So, like I said, I do so it is called Lost Ark Video Games. So thank you to them. I wish that was a sticker or something. They also have a lot, and that's in Greensboro. It's kind of near Greensboro, UNC Greensboro, and A&T. It's kind of close to both of those schools. It's in their old downtown. It's kind of in between a rundown and up and coming. It's like you can see they're working on it. So very cool area. So I went to in Burlington, North Carolina. It's called Granddaddy's Antiques at the Antique Mall. Awesome place. Definitely going back. Picked up this Star Wars M&M's Darth Vader. It is a ornament, but I'll display it. They had a couple other ones. I know they make a Stormtrooper, which I see on the side here. I did not see it, but they had like Han Solo and Chewbacca, I think. And so I got the Darth Vader for my Darth Vader collection. So I collect Vader, Stormtroopers, and the clone troopers, but more stormtroopers from New Hope, Jedi, or Empire and Jedi, and I collect Boba Fett. Really like Boba Fett, and then like I collect Mandalorian, I can't think of her name right now, and not the one Y'all guess and we'll get it. It's she's a wrestler, but I really like her character. I was really happy the way she played it. And I do collect some Ahsoka because I love Ahsoka. And then I found this up in an antique mall at a very good price. Uh, I don't know if it has supposed to have a manual. You know, a lot of these, like it has the directions on the front cover. So a lot of times it doesn't, but it's the Amazing Spider-Man 2 on Xbox 360, and the game looked immaculate. So pick that up there to go with my. I don't pick up very many. I'm a PS3 guy. I don't have FOMO. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Uh, I've been picking up, older games for a while. Of course, I lived through the Xbox 360 time. I was mainly an NHL player and Call of Duty guy during that time, Assassin's Creed. So going back and picking up some of those games has been fun. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember where. Oh, so next is McKay's, the one that's in Mebane, or however you say it, North Carolina. I picked up a few games there. This one is an Atari. So I found the Activision Super Challenge Baseball. I used to tear this up as a kid, trying to get some of those games back. And I did not have football, but one of my friends did. Paid a whopping 30 cents for it. So trying to get the sports games just for funsies. And they did have an Ultimate Fighter for my Dreamcast collection that I didn't have. Everything looked good. Looked at the disc. And it's from Game Exchange in Wichita, Kansas. It's fun to look at the history of things. And then I went to my mom's house on Friday for my birthday. Just went to hang out with her. And then we went. She was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "Well, there's a couple of video games stores near us." So we went over to Hampton, Virginia, at a place called Old School. Not very big store, but it really had good stuff in there. Um, not the real big bangers, but it had some, mediocre to nice stuff. It didn't, shovel all the games you want to play. I don't say shovel the games you want to play, right? The ones that maybe, in that $10 range. Which I watched a great video this week of because all these big channels are coming out talking about how pricey the uh the games are, and they were looking up like Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and like the median price for those games were like in less than $20 for the game. So you had like 300 some games that were like $15, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense, But it's the ones that you can't afford, or a, a very a color system you can't find. That stuff's going to be pricey. It's like that in any hobby. But I did get this Monica Grand Prix for the Sega Dreamcast, and this one is immaculate. Didn't have a scratch on it. The case is immaculate, no cracks, no scratches. Really, really nice. And then I got this Troy Aikman Sega Genesis Complete. Very cheap. Had complete. Even had the registration form. Something just to have in a collection. Dallas Cowboy football, my sports games. Let's see. So went to while I was there, and the Newport News went to, I think it's called Second and Charles, and it's owned by Books a Million, BAM. So because I was walking around, I thought it was like a secondhand store, which it is for the most part, but it had a lot of new stuff in there, and I was like, what? And it kept saying BAM, and I had to put two and two. And then when I got a front, it asked me if I had a BAM card. So I was like, oh, okay. So this is not only secondhand because they had like new books. I was like, what the hell is going on? But so I got this Assassin's Creed guide. Uh, Paid $12 for that. Didn't have the poster for in it, but that's okay. And this one looks like it never got open. This one's 1050 Assassin's Creed Revelations. I don't think this one was supposed to have a poster. And then for my Stormtrooper collection, Beyond the Armor, this is a like for less Jedi and all Stormtrooper. It's just a very good, like, book, a tabletop book just for pictures, big words, talking about all the different Stormtroopers, the armor, what they do, what they're for, what they wore. It even, talks a little bit about the Camino and how what all the stuff was for, what they wore, like the clone troopers wore for the prelude of the Stormtrooper. And then last, I stopped at Limited Run Games. So I should have had my video camera. I should have asked them the video. The girl in here now remembers me. So I got this. I don't know why I haven't had this, but it's the Neo Geo Pocket Volume 1. It's got a Metal Slug on here, and it's just a better way to get these games. There's all the games on the back. So, I'll never collect for Neo Geo Pocket, so it's a good way to get all of these games in one area and for my Switch. So there you have it. And then I had to get this. I did watch this cartoon a little bit, even though I was a little older, but I've always watched cartoons. Just sit there and just lose you. You don't have to think very hard. But I got the Gargoyles Remastered. They did have this in limited, not limited editions, but the collector's editions and stuff. I'm kind of getting away from that. I just want the games. I really would like the new Mickey Mouse remastered, because I would like to have that statue, and I might get it, but I just think $300 is just dumb. I have other hobbies, and it just seems like these companies see how much stuff's going on in the secondary market, and they're trying to get that money for themselves, because before that would be $140, $150, $160, somewhere in there, maybe $200. But $300 I find just for a plastic statue a little ridiculous. And then the game might be just a digital download. That's what they did to me in NCAA football, which pissed me off, because I'm paying that much. I want the physical copy, even though the physical copy is probably a download as well. But I still want that. It gave me a book. It gave me the metal book, but it did not put the game in it. Why wouldn't you? How much does it really take to press that disc? Really? And then I got River City Girls, which little beat 'em up. I love beat 'em ups. Again, just mindless fun. I need to get Zero, and then I'll have the collection. I was getting stuff on my Switch. I got plenty of games now on my Switch. I much rather play on my PS5, I think. I keep going back and forth on my thoughts, but the PS5 just looks so good, especially on my brand new TV, that it's just hard not to play it on that. But yeah, that's what I got, and that's it for my pickups. Just wanted to share those. Most of these I picked up over the weekend. I wanted to get out there about GameStop. If you're a pro member, it's just an awesome way to add some. I wish they had Switch games on there, but they didn't. I mean, of course, since PS5 is out and Xbox X 0.2, whatever it's called, they went back to their last generation and did that. So that's what they did. And I guess they're trying to liquidate something. I don't know. Because usually that's something they have around the holidays. I don't know what they're trying to do. I did go to a Games One today. It opens at noon and it still wasn't open at 12:10. So I just said adios. Thank you very much. And I left. Came home. So until next time, like, share, tell a friend, subscribe if you haven't. Welcome to my new subscribers. I'm trying to do more and more. I'm trying to get this ball rolling. Just trying to find time to even game right now. Just busy. But that's the way I like it. You sit around and that's when you die, right? I guess I don't think that's what saying is. So until the next time, like, share. I've already went through this. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see ya.